glass headboard. He hadn't bothered gagging her. The nearest neighbour was over 200 yards away, and rendered deaf by distance. Purple Six was also unaware that her predecessor's severed head was sitting on a Queen Anne chair in the corner of the room, death lending her complexion a colour to match her name. Purple Five didn't look in great condition, which wasn't surprising considering she'd spent 5 days in the stocks and 2 days at the whipping post before death had claimed her for a soulmate. She'd lost an eye, courtesy of a stone in the centre of a rotten plum, and 3 of her front teeth were missing after a rather nasty piece of dental work with a baseball bat. The head was bound for a freezer in the basement as soon as it had made its acquaintance with Purple Six. The rest of her body had already been cut up in the bath and deposited in bins around Oxford. Purple Six stirred and moaned. Her breath smelled like a bog. King folded his bony frame into a chair beside the bed, relieved to be free of the restrictions of his padded disguise. He was also now clean-shaven, his thinning grey hair slicked back with Brill cream. He bore no resemblance to the man who'd enticed her to join him on a visit to the fictional Shoner's house. "Sesame Street," Purple Six muttered. One of her eyes opened a crack, peered left and right, closed again. "Wakey, wakey, sleepyhead." She muttered something about a lettuce and opened her eyes. "Where am I?" "On the road to salvation." He waited as she grew accustomed to her new surroundings. Suddenly aware of her cuffed hands, she tugged on the restraints and kicked her legs. "What the fuck?" "Please don't swear. It's both vulgar and unnecessary." She tried to sit up. Defeated, she flopped back, head banging against the headboard. "Who are you?" "Your saviour." Something dawned in those muddy puddle eyes. "Where's Thomas?" "The Polish guy." She nodded. "Had to go back to his flat in Islington." "I don't understand." "No, I don't suppose you do. Let me help your brain to acclimatise. You belong to me now." "What the fuck?" "I have saved you from the wolves and the vultures." She rattled her restraints. "What the fuck is this?" King tried not to rise to the bait of profanity. "All in good time, dear. All in good time. There's someone I want you to meet." She suddenly caught sight of Purple Five's head, opened her mouth as if to scream, but no sound came out. Just frothy, rabid dribble. That's Purple Five. I'm afraid her better days are behind her. Purple Six twisted her head to one side, as if at the mercy of demonic possession. "If you turn out to be half the girl she was, you'll go a long way." Purple Six responded by making a horrible gurgling noise in the back of her throat and belching vomit down her chin. She treated King to a revolting whiff of pickled onion and gut rot. To make matters worse, her bladder abandoned restraint and turned the crotch of her jeans from pale blue to dark blue. Not a good sign. Unlike Purple Five, the girl lacked backbone. Chapter 1. Chloe Hollis looked at her mother, a tear hatching from the corner of one eye, breath forming foggy clouds in the freezing December air. "I don't want to go inside, Mummy." Mel tried her best to dredge up a smile from that sacred place where love trumps all. It had been a long day. 9 hours working at Phelan Primary School, trying to stop 20 kids from exploding with the excitement of Christmas. Not to mention a pile of marking when she got home, making dinner, and getting Chloe ready to watch the Christmas production of Jack and the Beanstalk at Phelan Theatre. Why not? "Because." Mel bent down so she was at eye level with her daughter. One of her knees cracked. A painful reminder she was fast approaching 40. "But it's Jack and the Beanstalk. You've been looking forward to it." Chloe shook her head. "I want to go home." Mel tried another tack. "Mummy's been looking forward to this all year. So, could you be a big girl and do Mummy a favour?" "I'm not a big girl. I'm 4. Mel wiped a tear from Chloe's cheek.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.